I should be dead.
आज अलग करते हैं यार, स्ट्रीम लिखा है भाई फार क्राई, बट हम आज गाइस थोड़ा अजीब अलग करते हैं। क्या खेले आज? तो फार क्राई अभी सुबह का भाई, मुझे थोड़ा ये लगा क्यों ना आज स्ट्रीम में अपना स्लीप डॉग खेला जाए, सीओडी खेला जाए, असैसिन क्रीड कि जस्टिस कि कुछ और। आज क्या खेला जाए बताओ दोस्तों। मुझे लगता है प्रिंस ऑफ पर्सिया खेला जाए, वो ये गेम खेलते हैं आज हम। मेटल भाई, GTA सैन एंड्रियास। ओके ब्रदर, खेला जाएगा GTA सैन एंड्रियास जल्दी। ओके खेलेंगे, बहुत जल्दी खेलने वाले। लाऊंगा यार GTA तो भाई अपना फेवरेट है यार। भाई मैं तो रुका हूँ GTA सैन एंड्रियास, मतलब GTA 6 के लिए भाई। उसके लिए भाई मैं सोच रखा हूँ PS5 ले लूँ, PS5 ले लूँ। क्या बोलते हो, PS5 लो क्या? GTA सैन भाई, बंदे ने भाई सही बोला यार। ओल्ड इज भाई, ओल्ड गेम भाई अच्छे लगता है रे। सैंड्रियस बेस्ट है भाई। तुम लोग ये बोले सैंड्रियस, ठीक है मैं सैंड्रियस इंस्टॉल करूँगा, ठीक है। ऐसे ही नॉर्मल कैजुअली खेलेंगे, अच्छा खासा गेमिंग करेंगे। सैंड्रियस के सारे मिशन करेंगे। GTA वाइस सिटी भी है मेरे पास। कौन सा खेले भाई? GTA सैंड्रियस का भी डेफिनेटिव एडिशन आया है, बताना कौन सा खेले। भाई कौन सा खेलो जल्दी बताया। GTA सैन एंड्रियास का।
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night. I can feel.
ये भाई दिमाग खराब, ये हटा दो। एपिसोड 2 डायमंड डॉग्स भाई, जल्दी गाइस सब्सक्राइब करो सब्सक्राइब भाई। सब्सक्राइब बेस्ट लगता है। ये हटाओ यार वीडियो हम।
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. It concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me. You came. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves. Like any organization, we need good people. And we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. To start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. We'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. All right, then.
Thank you, boss. Let's do this, boss.
What's the matter, boss? That's one way of doing it. Now extract it. Good.
ये क्या है?
Extraction
complete.
arrived at Mother
You
Base.
can only Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye droid. Select staff management from the Mother Base menu. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team.
भाई फ्री
The R&D
फायर
team is in charge of developing all
Right,
kinds of
right,
weapons and
right,
items that will
right.
support you on missions.
अभी
Take a look at the
अभी
development
तो नहीं
list.
करना मतलब
Select weapons
शाम
items
के
under the
4 या
development.
7 बजे करते हैं लाइव इसका भी फ्री फायर का भी लाइव देख देते हैं ठीक है
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please
That's
specify
the
a
R&D
project.
team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC? Show them how it's done.
Don't pull any punches.
Extraction
Extraction complete.
arrived at Mother Base.
One thing I should mention. Fulton extraction
Boss.
won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, they could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead.
Boss.
All right, extract the next staff member. Extract him. Use any method you like. Start by knocking him out, or you can put him to sleep. If there are multiple adversaries nearby,
ready, boss.
perform CQC on them in quick succession. This allows you to take them all out before any of them can strike back.
Extraction
Boss,
arrived
now that we
at
have more
Mother
people on
Base.
the R&D team, its level has gone up. They should be able to develop the cardboard box
Unit
now.
function
Open
added.
your iDroid.
Development project has been added.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
Now
a
select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development has finished.
Please select
You
a
can have
drop
the support
point.
unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as
Supplies
your own
requested.
personal delivery service.
Supply drop complete. Development project has been added.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you'd know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The Staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it.
Mission info
You
has
won't make
been
any
updated.
GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while and give the men some practice. Just come pay me a visit.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
जल्दी यार
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
अभी लाइक कर रहा हूँ मैं बाद में लाइक कर रहा हूँ रख खोल
Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
भाई इतने मोटिवेशन मत दो यार मेरे से पहुंच गए 1500 Sui. भाई मैं फार क्राई लेकर भाई गेम व्हाट भाई गेम खत्म नहीं हुआ है यार डरा देते हो यार तुम ऐसा मत करो यार
Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I've prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital, but the doctor had a Greek accent.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that. Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinkler?
इसका मुंह देखो गाइस, सब तो खत्म हो गया।
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a
Ye
British
sunsko,
sovereign
ye
base
sunsko.
area on Cyprus.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd form... You, your men. Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm.
Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
Huh. I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah. The doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
The Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States...
Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. So Salt,
भाई बोरिंग नहीं सुन.
Zero created Cypher, an information network. Christmas Eve. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen, Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of...
कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक आ जाएगा भाई. अभी क्या है?
Came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me.
गाइस आज के लिए बस इतना ही गाइस. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा प्लीज़ चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. अबे यार मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ. मैं पढ़ना भूल जाता हूँ हमेशा. मैं भाई आगे बढ़ जाता हूँ बढ़ जाता हूँ मैं भी भाई. चिंता मत करो दोस्तों. मैं 5 बजे लाऊंगा तगड़े सा लाइफ में. गिल्ड टेस्ट लेंगे सबका. देखते हैं.